Bro, can you please explain me what is the real concept of NPSH? What I need to say when the interviewer asks?
Okay, okay. Okay, what you understand for the time being? What is NPSH?
It means that it is the minimum pressure head which is need to be required at the suction port of the centrifugal pump to avoid cavitation.
Provide cavitation.
Is this right?
Yeah, it's right, totally right. So let's understand this concept. Why this pressure should be above that vapor pressure of the fluid? This minimum pressure which you are talking about should be above than the pressure vapor pressure of the fluid. Okay, and now understand. Let's go again to the uh, I am sharing my screen, then we'll discuss this. Okay, as much now tell me why cavitation happened, since we are having this NPSS concept. Okay, to avoid cavitation, so why cavitation happen, tell me.
Because of when the vapor pressure
Hmm.
is getting more than that of the pressure of the pump, so the liquid which starts to boils.
Hmm. Or we can say that like this also, that the pressure in the pump, when the pressure in the pump decreases, then the vapor pressure of the fluid, it it causes cavitation. Cavitation happen, tell me, or you got confused?
Bro, can you please some more clearly explain it? I
Okay,
couldn't
okay. What
grasp it.
now? Yeah, I will be also telling you what you will, what what interviewer want to hear. Okay.
Okay,
Just
bro.
okay. Before I need to share my screen, because have you went through my video?
Yes, bro. I gone through that video. Then that I understand that the center the
In that video I have also explained about concept of boiling.
yes, I have hear it, bro.
Oh, okay. This is the same concept of boiling here is applying. That's why NPSH. I will be explaining again that. Then after will be start the meeting, for which the today meeting is all about. That is VCRS. Okay. Before that, his doubt he is asking. He was asking from a very early. Okay. So everyone can share my can see my screen.
Yes, bro. It's
Okay.
visible.
Okay. Just check out centrifugal pump with GYAN. Okay. You will get this now.
Do you have the courage to make 8 lakhs, which is 1 crore a year?
Let me share this link again. Anyone who is joining new, okay, from Telegram group, just join my WhatsApp group. Let me remind everyone. All right. So guys, we were talking about NPSH concept, okay, and he was confused that what should I I got to understand what actually it is, but I am facing little problem, like what I will say to interviewer so that he will be satisfied. Is it Vibin? Is it
Yes,
your
bro.
okay?
Yes, bro.
Okay,
Yes, bro.
all right, no worries. Here in this section, after method of priming, I have explained the what is cavitation, why it happens, and what is vapor pressure, okay, and concept of boiling. Okay. Now, Vibin, once again, what is cavitation?
Cavitation means the formation of the vapor bubbles
Mhm.
due to when the pressure of the pump get below of the vapor pressure of the liquid which is being pumped. So at that time the vapor bubble starts to form.
Hmm. Correct. Very correct. Okay. In that you just said the vapor pressure of the fluid get more than the pressure in the pump, or pressure in the pump got lower than the vapor pressure of the fluid. So what is vapor pressure of fluid? Can you tell me?
The vapor pressure means the force which is exerted by the vapor state
Hmm.
when we are boiling it or we are heating it.
Okay, okay. Means when we heat the liquid, or when there is a liquid, there is always evaporation, condensation, because evaporation is not happen at boiling point. Now it had happened at at any temperature. If you heat it, the vapor formation becomes more. Okay,
Yes, bro.
okay, all right. Now we will be firstly understanding what is the vapor pressure, and what, and after the concept of boiling, and then after NPSH concept, you will understand why NPSH concept is really needed to know. Okay, so now let me explain it by figure. I am covering it. Okay, I think my hand. Okay, now see here, everyone seeing fluid. Okay, suppose this fluid is in a
Yes, bro.
container. You people, when you people go through my videos, I have explained. Okay, just check it out. This is the one of the most important video. Okay, now see this fluid. Oh, someone is coming. Wait, okay, all right. Now see again, this fluid, okay, in a container, this fluid must be evaporating also, and due to there will be some vapor formation, and this vapor will applying some force to the container. Is it, is it or not?
Yes, bro.
Okay,
Yes, bro.
okay, okay,
Yes.
all right. And this vapor, the pressure due to the fluid, the vapor pressure is the pressure which is exerted by the fluid. Okay, and now vapor pressure, when it is the time we say that this is the vapor pressure. Okay, this is the pressure of vapor, when it actually we say that. So there will be evaporation, at the same time there will be condensation also. Is it or not?
Yes, bro.
Yeah. When this the rate of evaporation and the rate of condensation become the same, there will be some equilibrium established, and then the pressure exerted by this vapor of the fluid will be known as vapor pressure. Now get it once again. What is the concept of vapor pressure? Suppose a fluid is in container, fluid is evaporating, and there will be vapor formation just above the fluid surface, and due to this vapor it is exerting pressure. Okay, and now,
Okay, bro.
okay, now it is evaporating, at the same time it is condensation also happening. Evaporation means the process of formation of liquid, vapor from liquid, and condensation means, guys, what is condensation?
Vapor to liquid.
From vapor to liquid. All right, so it is forming vapor, then
Bro,
vapor to
I
liquid.
have some doubt,
I,
a small doubt.
okay, okay, go ahead.
You say about that the it will starts to be vapor. In what temperature it will starts to be vapor?
Yeah. See,
In boiling point or in every temperature?
okay, okay. See, if you are having liquid, okay, so evaporation will can happen at any temperature. Okay, you must have seen in a, just take example of pond. Okay, pond, you must have seen in the summer season the pond gets dry. It is not that the sun, the heating energy, the temperature of the sun is 100 degrees Celsius, because its liquid boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Is it or not? But
Yes.
it is evaporation.
Yes, bro.
Evaporation happens at any temperature. All right. So, and
Yes,
boiling
bro.
point. Now understand boiling point. Boiling is what? Boiling happens at certain temperature, and I will be also telling that before understand vapor pressure. So vapor pressure is that pressure which is exerted by the fluid. Okay, the vapor of the fluid at time when the rate of evaporation and rate of condensation become the same, means at the time of equilibrium establishment. Okay, now
Okay.
understand what is boiling point. Now the next topic is what is boiling point. Now when fluid boils, okay, when fluid forms vapor, okay, vapor bubble
Okay.
something, okay, when because evaporation is very slow process, is it or not?
Okay.
Okay, so
Yes, bro. It's very.
yeah, uh, evaporation and boiling point is just the same thing. In both cases it got it convert into vapor, but in boiling point a certain temperature is needed, and in evaporation any temperature will convert a fluid into vapor. Now understand concept of boiling. Why liquid boils? So before me, anyone would like to explain why liquid boils? Like how liquid boils? What how liquid boils? The correct question is how liquid boils. Anyone, guys? Sarfraz, any idea? Once again, I am sending my WhatsApp link. Join whomsoever is coming from Telegram. Join this my personal WhatsApp group. Anyone, guys? How boiling happens? What is the mechanism? There are 15 people in the group. Take some charge, show some guts. Ajay, go ahead. Any idea?
Yeah, the water starts boiling when it reaches temperature, boiling point temperature. If water starts boiling at 100 degrees centigrade,
That we know that it boilings happen at certain temperature. Like actually, what happens that the liquid started to become vapor? What actually happened that liquid started all of a sudden becoming vapor? Gulsan, would you like to try? No worries. I will wait.
Not really, bro.
Okay, no. Now,
It's when vapor pressure overcomes the atmospheric pressure. That's the point where the boiling starts with.
yeah, big thumbs up to you, Amston. Hey, so this is the interviewer what wants to listen. Okay, what actually happens? How liquid boils? Okay, we know the liquid boil at certain temperature. Now, what will happen at that temperature? Now, suppose this liquid is water. Okay, we start heating up. Okay, from the vapor liquid, see now we are having the liquid and the vapor here. Okay, and the vapor must be applying some force to the surface of the liquid, is it or not? And now understand it in a open atmosphere. Here we have atmosphere. Okay, atmosphere pressure is what, guys? What is the pressure of atmosphere?
It's 180.
1 atm, 1 atmospheric pressure, 1 bar pressure nearby. Okay, so from the atmosphere on the fluid surface it will be exerting 1 bar pressure. Atmosphere will be exerting on the fluid 1 bar pressure, and when we heat this fluid, the vapor pressure of the fluid start increasing. Okay, this fluid vapor pressure of the fluid start increasing, and the time when it is touches the 100 degrees Celsius, it overcomes the vapor pressure of the atmosphere, overcome the pressure of the atmosphere. Okay, this vapor pressure of the fluid becomes greater than the 1 atmospheric pressure, becomes greater than the 1 bar pressure, and one force is atmospheric pressure force, that is in this direction, and one vapor pressure force of, that is in above direction. And the moment is the simple Newton concept. Okay, the moment this overcome the atmospheric pressure, becomes greater than 1 atmospheric pressure, it start boiling. So this is what happened. Amston said correct. Okay, Amston was right. Then the vapor pressure of the fluid overcome the atmospheric pressure. then the liquid start boils. Okay, here we have surroundings and these things. Now what happens in pump? What happens? Why? What is cavitation? Okay, and why we having NPSH concept? Now understand this. This is the fluid. Okay, forget about atmosphere because fluid is in the pump. Now consider this analogy like equate atmosphere with the pressure of the pump. Got it? Now liquid will be having its vapor pressure and pump will be having the pressure pump. Like the atmospheric pressure will be equating to the pressure of the pump. Now whenever the pressure in the pump decreases than the vapor pressure of the fluid, or say it when the vapor pressure of the fluid overcomes the pressure of the pump, then it liquid start boiling, it forms vapor bubble, and this is nothing but a cavitation. Got it, guys?
Yes, bro.
Okay, so this is it. And what does cavitation do? I have just explained effect of cavitation, impingement, effect of cavitation. Yeah, here effect of cavitation you will get to see. What is impingement action? I have also explained. Okay, and now how can be prevented? The NPSH concept comes to prevent the cavitation. Now again I want Vibin to explain what is NPSH. Now from his explaining I will take out some word from his explanation and will tell him that what actually interviewer want to listen. Yes, go ahead Vibin. What is
Yes,
NPSH?
bro. The NPSH means it is a net positive suction head. It is the minimum pressure which is required at the inlet of the pump to avoid cavitation.
Okay, so this minimum
So,
pressure should be above the vapor pressure of the fluid. Otherwise, if the pressure of the vapor pressure of the fluid overcomes the pressure in the pump,
atmospheric
uh,
pressure.
uh, that is just analogy. We are not talking about here atmospheric pressure. Is the pressure in the pump. When this vapor pressure of the fluid overcomes the pressure in the pump, then it will start boiling. So we ensure that this NPSH level should be greater than the vapor pressure of the fluid. So if interviewer will ask what is NPSH, so you will be saying that NPSH is net positive suction head. It represents the amount of pressure at the inlet of the pump which is supposed to above the vapor pressure of the fluid. Okay, or it is the minimum pressure which is required at the inlet of the pump. Got it, guys? Any confusion? When you will go
No
through the
problem.
videos you will get more clearance. And now here everyone is here, so I will be telling one of my mistake, a minor mistake I did. I just told here this is correct that the NPSH available should be greater than the NPSH required, because to avoid cavitation. This NPSH required is the mentioned by manufacturer. Okay, that's manufacturer mentioned that this NPSH should be here, like okay, and this NPSH available is calculated. You need to calculate that this should be above that this NPSH required. Okay, so this quantity is mentioned by the manufacturer. NPSH required is mentioned by the manufacturer. I just by mistake did, and in pinned section I just no, I just have everyone notice that what are the mistake I did. Okay, now pardon guys, please take a note of one of my minor negligence, that is while explaining NPSH concept by mistake I have spoken wrong about NPSH available that is mentioned by the manufacturer, but the truth is the NPSH required mentioned by or given by the manufacturer. Okay, whereas NPSH available is calculated. Clear? Got it, Vibrant?
Yes, bro.
Okay.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time, bro, to explain it.
Okay.
Okay.
You're welcome. Thanks, Evito. And guys, go through that video. This is the I have tried to explain. And now some of the question was like of the people that what should we exactly say to the interviewer that interviewers will be satisfied. Someone was asking about the words also. Okay, so I have collected top 30 question. Okay, mostly for Anglo, and since knowledge is universal, so it will help you in other interview, in other college interview also. Okay, so I have exactly explained every 30 question, top 30 question. Then what I have explained in my interview, same I explained. Got it, guys? So when you will go through this video, you will get it. Okay, and you can go through my interview experience of GME from the starting of my career when I chose to join merchant navy, then the till the end when I get it. I explained everything, every struggle, everything, and how I used to prepare, how my English was worst, how I was shy person, how I was fumbling, to everything I have explained. It's a long video, it's not just audio, because video was not recorded and we were not aware of that. And you will get here some of the playlist here, that dreamer package section, there are some lectures for interview thing, there is aptitude session for written, there is not technical session with Avito Lorenzo. Okay, so you will get it how you should explain the things, if something non-technical asked, if the question that is situational asked, situational question asked. All right, so in this there are non-technical session by Avito Lorenzo, and here you will get interview experiences of the people, how they clear the interview, what are the questions they ask. And here mock interviews, in the mock interview you will be also seeing some of the people who got rejected once, twice, and third time he got selected. So in this section you will get to see them. Okay, and here are the technical discussion we did from top to bottom, that helped us to understand the concept deeply. So guys, I will be joining my college very soon, so I recorded it, uploaded it for the this time only, that when I will be not here, when the things will be not carrying on, you will be benefited by this. All right guys, copy it, just give a thumbs up, then we'll be starting today's session. All right. Okay guys. Yeah, welcome Amstan. Just get into college, that will be a great gift from your side to me, because you are grasping my the things which I try to deliver. Okay, all right.